I did not find this a coincidence. I have a 4-year-old son. He really likes dinosaurs, which the Bible calls dragons. And I do have this scripture in the film, all right? And it's a mention to dinosaurs. So let me break this down for you. And I looked up in the news to see, have they found dinosaurs in Saudi Arabia? And they found dinosaur bones in Saudi Arabia over the land of Edom, just like the Bible said. This is wild, y'all. Here is the dinosaur mention, another dinosaur mention. There's a couple there, but here's a dinosaur mention in Malachi chapter 1, verse 3. And look at what the Lord said. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Those are dinosaurs, by the way. The dragons of the wilderness are dinosaurs. And when I looked up, I did a Google search for dinosaurs in Saudi Arabia. And I was not surprised as to where they found these bones in the current land of the mountains of Esau and the current land of Neom in northwestern Saudi Arabia. You cannot make this up. Look at this. Saudi Red Sea coast was once home to meat-eating dinosaurs, the dragons of the wilderness. And look at what it says here. What is now dry desert was once beach littered with the bones and teeth of ancient marine reptiles and dinosaurs. And that was in 2014, by the way, but also in CNN, they said first dinosaur bones in Saudi Arabia discovered. All right. And I do have one here from one of the photos that they took. The fossilized tooth belonged to an albacore, a carnivorous bipedal animal that stood 20 feet tall. All right. That was a theropod. All right. One of those carnivorous dinosaurs. I do have a 3D rendering here of what that might have looked like with an albacore. I believe this might be related to like what they call a majungasaur that was found in Madagascar. But this is what they used to look like with their little hands, a theropod. They found these teeth in the northwestern part. This is the map that I saw from the scientific paper. In the scientific paper, they show you the photos of the fossils and they show you the area that they found them in. And I was not surprised that they found them in the land of Edom with the mountains of Esau, just like the Lord said. All right. The scriptures are beautiful. They're lovely, man. I mean, look at this. The evidence of things not seen. All right. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste. Right there in northwestern Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia, for the dragons, the dinosaurs of the wilderness. And I was not surprised at all to find out that they found dinosaur bones in northwestern Saudi Arabia in the land of Neom, which is truly Edom, the mountains of Esau. Wow, this is just wild. But either way, I just thought I would mention that to all my dinosaur nerds out there that might also have children, like my son, who's 4, that really likes dinosaurs, which are truly called dragons in the Bible, like I just read. For the dragons, for the dinosaurs of the wilderness. They were there at one point. Shoot, they still might be there, by the way. All right? We ain't talking about millions of years old. These things were probably just killed off not too long ago. Look at this tooth. It still has some nice color on it. Get out of here. But let's continue, because this faithful watchman, I want to bring to your attention that we are looking at everything that's happening right now and showing you and proving it that the last days are at the door. Digital currency, Abraham Accords, Abrahamic unity, anti-Semitism, Palestinian two-state solution, third temple talk, third temple sacrifice talk that we're going to get into next, vaccination with COVID for the mark of the beast preparation, alien disclosure for the 3 unclean spirits like frogs of Revelation 16, because it's all happening right now as the scripture said, and that's what I'm watching for. It says here, therefore, let us not sleep as do others. There's a lot of believers that are sleeping on the job, not looking for the return of the Lord. I am. And it says here, but let us watch and be sober for the second coming. But I do know I have to locate who the beast is. When he does a deal, 7 years left, then my Lord returns in flaming fire. So that is a lot of the stuff that's happening right now. And a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. I'm telling you what time it is. I could open my eyes and I could see as I'm watching what time we're about to hit. Specifically started by the beast, Mohammed bin Salman, when he confirms the covenant with Israel.